Are you thinking about moving to Lake Murray in South Carolina? In this video, I'll share one of my favorite neighborhoods if you're spending around $1 million, Turner's Point in Lexington. You'll get information on the homes. I'll show you inside to give you an idea of what you can get for the money, HOA details, inclusions, amenities, schools, location, and I'll tell you why you should consider this neighborhood if you're moving to the area. Turner's Point is definitely in a very convenient Lexington location. So here's Turner's Point. Downtown Lexington Main Street is here. You're about 10 to 12, maybe 15 minutes to Main Street. And we've seen a lot of growth on Main Street over the years. Lots of restaurants, shops, they have an amphitheater, and there's more and more development coming in that area as well. You're also not far from Columbia, and there's a couple of ways to access Columbia. You can go down 378 all the way into Columbia, which, some of times when there's traffic, it gets a little congested over here, but it's not that bad of a drive. You can go through and hop on 20 to get downtown, or even up 378, hop on 26 to get downtown. So lots of options. I would say, 25 to 35 minutes to get downtown, depending on traffic. Really not that bad of a drive. I grew up in Lexington. Of course, traffic is way more congested than it ever has been. But I also lived in Chicago for 14 years, so I try not to complain about traffic, but just a really convenient location. As far as schools, I would send my kids to these schools. Elementary schools, Rocky Creek, middle school, Beechwood, and Lexington High School. I actually attended Lexington High School and I loved it. This is one home that sold in 2020. And I want to show you this first to kind of give you an idea of the different price points. It was listed at $875. We actually had multiple offers and went a little over list at $882. Really nice house with a pool. Now, this home wasn't directly on the lake, but it did back up to woods like many of these homes do. A really well cared for home as well, with, of course, some upgrades in the backyard. Now, this neighborhood was initially developed by Essex Home. Essex Homes was a local builder that sold to Stanley Martin, a national builder, and now Stanley Martin is in our market in our area. And there's also custom homes in this neighborhood, but typically a majority of the custom homes can be found on the lake, and I'll show you those examples as well. This is the deeded boat slip area for Turner's Point. A majority of the homeowners do have a deeded boat slip. Now, this has been expanded in recent years, I think in the last year, to add more slips. But that's one thing that's rare about Turner's Point, is that you have the deeded slips and the easy access to Lake Murray. You can see inside this home, really well built. I was a big fan of Essex when they were in the market, and also Stanley Martin. I think they do a really nice job, use great materials, great quality. They've really got it down, and they're doing a lot in their homes that some of the track or national builders typically you won't see in their homes. But really nice upgrades and finishes. I'll show you first, the HOA details. Let's talk about that. So for $430 a quarter, and that might have gone up a little bit since 2024, but you get a couple of things. Gated entry, which that gate is closed all the time, and it's a keypad or a garage door opener. A clubhouse, pool, of course, common area maintenance. They're going to maintain those common areas. Playground, tennis courts, pickleball, security, of course, with the gate, and the community boat ramp with access to Lake Murray. Really affordable HOA cost as well. Let's look at, this is a active listing that my team currently has on the market. It's listed at $985,000, 4,200 square feet, a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, just to give you an idea of what you can get currently in 2025 in this neighborhood. That was actually the slip there. And you can see no pool, but a beautiful backyard. This yard also has a hot tub in the back too, and a fire pit connected to a gas line. Really nice, great quality. This home is in really the best shape I've seen in a home in a long time. I mean, just everything is perfect in this home, really well cared for. And I love this layout. I really wish Essex would come back to the area and bring this layout back. It's a big open concept kitchen with a dining area close to a dining room, large enough for a formal table. And then you have 2 living areas, kind of a keeping room or a den off the kitchen, and then also a large family room that I'll show you. Let's see, right there. I just think this is such a functional layout, plenty of room for entertaining in the family. Got an owner's suite on the main as well, and then a bunch of bedrooms upstairs. Now let me show you some of the homes on the lake. Let's see, first we'll start up 2.35 million. This home sold in 2022 for 2.2. It's a custom 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 5,400 square foot house on Lake Murray, but just a beautiful home. And that gives you a really good idea of where you are on the lake. It's a prime location. You're close to the restaurants, bars, all the hangout spots, Sandy Beach. It's just a short boat ride away, and really great views in this area as well. There you can see the amenities, the clubhouse, the pool, the tennis courts, just really nice. This one had a great backyard as well. Show you another home. This is slightly less of an aggressive price point. We're down to 1.7, closed for 1.64, 6,700 square feet, 5-bedroom, beautiful custom home with a great view as well. And I really believe that this neighborhood, we've seen a huge increase in prices over the last couple of years. I sold a home, and it was either in 2017 or 2018, right over $1 million on the lake. And at that time, it was one of the first homes to kind of tip that threshold of $1 million. And now that home would probably sell for $1.5 million, $1.6 million. So I think as things continue to develop in Lexington, and we start to see more and more come out this way in 378, because there's this area over here is really developed. I think as we start to see, kind of Lexington push out towards Gilbert, we're going to see this neighborhood increase in value. For a long time, people thought it was kind of far out. I don't think 10 to 12 minutes from downtown Lexington is that far out, but it is a little further from Columbia. But it will start to feel a lot closer as things move out this area. We just got word that a Target's coming in. It's close to shopping. We've got a Publix and a Lowe's Foods, Starbucks, all the fast food, local restaurants as well. We've got a great Mexican restaurant on the lake up this way. Another one's coming. So a lot in this area. I hope this information helped. As always, if you're thinking about moving to the area and have any questions, we meet a lot of people on YouTube, and I'm happy to help. In the meantime, check out this video above showing one of our most recent listings in Turner's Point.